Have you ever asked yourself why some people work all their lives, save money, and still struggle, while others seem to grow richer and freer with time? The answer lies in how they think about money. And that's exactly what the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is all about. This book is not just about money. It's about mindset, about breaking free from the cycle of working hard, but never truly living free. Robert grew up with two father figures, his real dad, the poor dad, who believed in education, a safe job, and saving money, and his best friend's dad, the rich dad, who believed in financial education, investing, and making money work for you. And from these two fathers came life-changing lessons. Let me share with you 5 powerful rules of money from this book that can transform your life if you apply them. Rule number 1, the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Most people trade time for money, but the rich build systems, businesses, and investments that earn even when they sleep. Rule number 2, know the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket, like a rental property or a business. A liability takes money out, like a car loan or credit card debt. Rule number 3, financial education is the real wealth. School teaches how to work for money, but not how money works. Rich Dad says learn about investing, taxes, and building businesses, because knowledge is the greatest asset. Rule number 4, don't say I can't afford it, ask how can I afford it. That simple change in language forces your brain to find solutions instead of shutting down. Rule number 5, overcome fear and take smart risks. Most people stay poor because they fear losing money, but Rich Dad teaches that failure is part of learning and the real risk is never trying. My friend, these rules are not just theories. They're practical steps to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck trap. Imagine building assets that pay you every month. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you don't have to work for money anymore because your money is working for you. That is financial freedom, and it starts with changing your mindset today. So here's my call to action. Don't just listen. Don't just nod. Take the first step. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Study these rules and start applying them in your life. Begin small, but begin now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break free. Remember, you don't need to be born rich. You need to think rich, act smart, and build your future. Your journey to financial freedom starts today. Let's rise together, think like Rich Dad, and let's create a life of freedom, purpose, and power. Robert Kiyosaki doesn't just tell you about money, he tells you about 2 completely different ways of thinking. His poor dad, who was actually his biological father, was highly educated, hardworking, and believed in the traditional path. Study hard, secure jobs, save money, and retire with a pension. But despite his intelligence and dedication, he always struggled financially. On the other hand, his rich dad, who was his best friend's father, didn't have a college degree, but he understood how money worked. He believed in financial education, investing, and building businesses. He taught Robert that wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep, how hard your money works for you, and how many generations it can serve. The book is built around powerful lessons. One of the biggest is the difference between assets and liabilities. Most people think buying a big house or a new car makes them rich, but Rich Dad explains that those are liabilities if they take money out of your pocket every month. True wealth comes from assets, things like investments, real estate, or businesses that generate income. Another key lesson is about mindset. Poor dad would say, I can't afford it, while rich dad would say, how can I afford it? That small change in language forces you to think creatively and find solutions instead of shutting down. Kiyosaki also talks about the rat race, the endless cycle of working hard, paying bills, and never getting ahead. He shows that escaping the cycle requires financial literacy, understanding taxes, debt, investing, and how money flows. So emphasizes that schools don't teach this, which is why so many people, even with good jobs, remain financially stuck. Another powerful idea, and greed control most people. Fear of losing money keeps them from investing, and greed makes them chase quick rewards instead of building long-term wealth. Rich Dad teaches that you must master your emotions, take calculated risks, and learn from mistakes. In short, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's not just about money. It's about freedom. It's about shifting from working for money to making money work for you. It's about breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck life and building a future where you control your time, your choices, and your destiny.